So hello everyone, welcome to a new live stream. Welcome to a new Monday for a new trading week. So we're gonna see what's going on, what's happening in NASDAQ stock market, gold, and of course other stock markets. We're gonna see as well Nvidia and Palantir. So basically on Nasdaq today we see some green, we see some higher prices, and this brings us of course to the other possibility where we are still in the ultimate bullish scenario rather than being of course in a 1 2 3 4 5 leading diagonal for a wave 1 or a wave A. We are potentially in of course a bullish scenario, which is the alternative, this one. And that because, of course, we got a wave 4 here after having 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We have several 1, 2s. Wave 3 obviously finished, of course, as one leg toward the upside, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. Currently, you are in this white scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. To finish a wave 3 in the yellow. And, of course, finishing another wave 3 in the big round yellow scenario. And that because, of course, in this scenario where we have the diagonal, we would like to see a wave A, B, C toward the downside, right? Now, the wave A, of course, it can be an A, B, and a C here, 3 waves, and you're looking for a wave B toward the upside, but this is still very, very shallow wave A and give much higher potential for the bullish scenario. Don't forget that we were looking here at an impulse toward the downside, right? Where we see 1, 2, 3, 4. Once the wave 4 takes the zone 1, meaning invalidation of the impulse. And this is a great signal that we got, of course, as an invalidation because the wave 4 is not allowed, of course, to interfere with the zone 1. Moving for higher, meaning, of course, invalidation of impulse. We're not moving toward the downside. And here we go. We move for higher continuation for the bullish scenario, which we have talked about it, of course, already. We have it set for a wave 4 here, and we have a wave 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5. So basically now the targets for this scenario might be, of course, reaching. This one has been already done. It has been reached. So far, if we are looking for a wave 3, in this scenario, let's see if this is gonna be quite good enough. Well, we have overpassed it anyway. So that means, of course, we are looking much better for a wave 5. So in this case scenario, I will take this target as better. Okay, here we go. So your wave 5 in this case scenario is here. Okay. So we are looking right now, so this might extend, guys. All right, this might extend toward the upside. 3, 4, 5, 5. Here we go. Okay. So right now I'm looking for this 4, 5, 4, and a 5. This wave 3, I'm gonna remove it. Okay, no need for it. All right. Yeah, and also the ABC, no need for it anymore. So we have a wave 4. We're looking for a wave 5, guys. Yeah, towards the upside. We're looking at around the 22K 246. Yeah, for a wave 5, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Simply continuation for higher. In a bigger overview, meaning we're gonna take the high. As you can see, it is in coincidence with the top, the latest top that we got before this massive drop for NASDAQ. And of course, we might retrace a little bit for another wave 4, trying again to break it, maybe successful, and then moving toward the upside. Currently, I'm looking for the all-time high. Very, very simple. I know that this sounds a little bit like a very bullish and that we have transformed directly today after a very bloody Friday, right? And that we saw a lot of red due to the news with the tariffs with Trump and so on. But guys, I mean, as I mentioned, nothing is taken into so much consideration anymore, especially with those tariff things. And especially after seeing the deal with China, right now with Europe is gonna be easier, right? So why having a lot of red? Just simply continuation toward the upside. So this is my potential scenario. Harsi, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. All right, so basically this is for NASDAQ. Let's see the SPX, how it is working with Confluence with NASDAQ. So basically, okay, SPX is still, of course, in this scenario. I don't know why we don't see NASDAQ and SPX aligning since Friday. Yeah, we see NASDAQ moving higher, SPX still moving for lower. So we're gonna see. Hi, Elliott Wave community. Nice to see you, man. You're very welcome. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 leaning diagonal. We have hit our blue box perfectly, right? We have our wave 1, and we're looking potentially for a wave 2, which is not aligning with NASDAQ, right? Currently, on the 1 hour chart, we're still looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finished, and this wave 5 might be even extended. Very interesting. Very interesting. If we take into consideration the other possibility, let's see where are we from this possibility. Well, I cannot say also that we got an invalidation of bullish. So your invalidation, meaning once you get this price at 5,700, this is 100% sure that we will not get higher anymore. But if the price still over this price, the possibility is still there. Very easy. Why? Because of course you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished here for a wave 1, 2, 3, right? You're looking for a wave 4, meaning this is your wave 1 here. It's not allowed to interfere with it. If this is gonna transform to W, X, and a Y, somehow like a zigzag here for a wave Y, okay? Meaning double zigzag in a WXY complex structure, it can still move for higher, guys. Very simple. It can still align with NASDAQ. We're gonna see how this is going to unfold. Of course, guys, I'm not saying that we are very bullish even for NASDAQ, but I'm saying now the potential is shifting to be much more bullish. On NASDAQ, we got invalidation of an impulse toward the downside. And all what you need is an impulse toward the downside to say we are bearish. If it is invalidated, it is a signal, right, that we are not bearish. And we're still looking for higher, right? So on the SPX is still, of course, not given. The signal is not given yet, but I believe that it's gonna align sooner or later. Yeah, it's gonna align with it. Yeah, so let's see. Also today we're gonna have as well Nvidia after the gold, of course, and we're gonna have Palantir rather than Tesla. I don't know if you will hate me for it, because I don't know, Tesla. I'm trying to have much more quality, guys, for the analysis and the chart that we have. I know Tesla is a big company, but the problem is that I don't see it a pure impulse on the all-time history. Therefore, I prefer to give you the best, always the best chart, which it can be much more profitable, maybe, and less risky, right? Less risky. So that's why I decided to give Palantir and Nvidia, which both are related to AI and, of course, technology for Nvidia, which I mean, it's the engine of the AI. So, which are the most potential charts right now, right? AI is a big deal right now. So let's move for the gold and see how the gold is reacting to the market. When the NASDAQ and SPX moving up, the gold should move down, right? So let's see if it is moving down. Well, here we go. Exactly. This is what we would like to see, right? The market moving up, the stocks moving up, NASDAQ and SPX, the gold move down always. So basically, what do we have? On the structure of the gold here, we have an ABC finished, right? So 3 waves, finished 3 waves up, and then impulse toward the downside to finish a wave A. Meaning, right now, you have finished 3 waves toward the downside, which it can be, of course, a trigger for a new all-time high, impulsively. So you have two options. Whether we are impulsive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking new all-time high, taking 5 waves toward the upside, and then of course seeking for continuation, maybe for higher even. Or you are bearish in A, B, and a C. All right. Finished wave B, where you have 3 waves down, A, B, and a C. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Impulse finished as, of course, extended wave C, hitting the 1.618, and then moving toward the downside. Or we have, of course, an impulse 1, 2, 3. You're looking for a wave 4, minimum target 0.23, meaning we're still looking for lower, at least the blue box, right? And then moving for a wave 5 toward the upside. In this case scenario, if we get an impulse 4 and a 5, this might finish, of course, an A, and then B, and a C as well, which is a very sharp zigzag double impulse, hitting the 1.23, 1.38, which are perfect fib levels for a wave B in an expanding flat, right? Meaning A, 3 ways down, B, 3 ways up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave C toward the downside. And that because, of course, as we said before, that the gold might have topped for this bull trend right now, right? So for this bull trend, I would say I would like to see the 2,500 right now. Why? I'm gonna re-explain this, of course, in the all-time history, right? Because always when you want answers, what is going on, it is very, very helpful to go, of course, to the all-time history to understand what is going on in the gold. So on the all-time history for the gold, we have potential ABC zigzag. Wave 1, wave 2, and you're looking for a wave 3 in another zigzag, right? Impulse, correction, impulse, finishing wave 3 for a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 4 is very deep in this case scenario, which I doubt it. Okay, I doubt it that we got a wave 4 in a leading diagonal, which it might give us a 1,850, 1,260. That is very deep. I doubt it, guys. I see, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 impulse towards the upside, meaning wave 4 in a impulse. 0.23 is the minimum target, taken, of course, from the wave 2 here to the top, and then giving us, of course, 2,580. Meaning here, since you have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that because we finished a structure internally, and of course here, we finished a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't see higher prices anymore. I see a correction, 0.23, 2,580, for a wave 4 in the orange, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then finishing simply A, B, and a C toward the upside. By the way, you know, on the all-time history, if you take a look over there in the 60s, I'm meaning the 1960, yeah, we have a 1, 2 here. Okay, if you can see it, of course, you can see some price action. We're talking before the World War II, guys, or during it even. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 also. You can consider this is an impulse correction rather than correction. 1, 2, and then 3, even 4, 5 impulse toward the upside later on. So the scenario that we see as leading diagonal, it can be even an impulse toward the upside, starting to be bullish even again from the 2,500, moving for higher. And potentially you are looking for the gold around the 14 and the 28 for the next or for the future impulse. Yeah, so it is very potential, guys. I mean, when we see the gold moving for higher like this, it's scary a little bit. It's not a really good signal for the economy. and also for the for the wars and so on. It's a signal of war or something like this. Hopefully not, guys. But yeah, basically the gold is still looking for higher, guys. Now currently on the 1 hour chart, I'm still looking for this blue box first, and I would like to see the reaction. If we see, of course, continuation impulsively toward the upside from the 0.23 3300, therefore this is your wave 5 unfolding. Therefore you got a 1 2 3 4 5, meaning whatever is going to happen later on is going to continue for higher. Okay, this is going to be 1 2 3 4 5, or A, B, and a C as explained for an expanding flat, of course in double impulse for a zigzag. Yeah, so this is what I see for the gold basically. If we break this and we get the invalidation, you see your invalidation is the zone 1 here. You don't want to see the price interfering 3,250, meaning if the price dive deeper, takes the 3,250, then invalidation of bullish, meaning you're looking for lower, guys. Okay, there is no impulse. This transformed to A, B, and a C, and then looking for lower. Sorry. So KG, just give me a break-even area for gold, as I'm in gold longs from 3,342. Okay, you're in loss. I know I jumped in on a holiday, my mistake. First, no financial advice. As I mentioned, invalidation of bullish. Sorry, I need to drink. Invalidation of bullish is 3,250. Okay, so if we have 1 2 3 4, the wave 4 is not allowed to reach this zone because it will invalidate the impulse. Meaning, when you have an invalidated impulse, you cannot think about taking the high again. Okay, currently you're still above it, but you would like to see a signal of strength a little bit. So you got a 3 waves down. Currently, I believe that it might come back to your entry point, which is 3 waves up. 1 2 3 4 5 toward the downside is gonna come back to get, of course, a wave 4. Based on the time, if we would like to see the timing to be much more accurate here, wave 4 over wave 2, well, yeah, the timing has passed, guys, and that means almost passed, not all of it. So it can even goes to the double time, right, to the 2, which is much more common. However, if we get kind of like ABC here, ABC toward the upside, 1 2 3 4 5 is still possible. Timing is never invalidation, okay, but preferably that we hit the wave 4 in this time. Now I'm on the logarithmic. I'm gonna check the linear. It's the same. Nothing has changed. Yes, it's the same. So 3,300 is still inside. Yeah, unless you would like. I mean, yeah, you have to be careful with it. Of course, you have to be careful because if it dives deeper, what if it transforms to double 1 2s, 3 4 5 4 5 invalidation? Okay, so you have to be careful. Now on the micros, yeah, there is a possibility, guys. That is 1 2 3 4 5 correction wave 2. So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. Especially that NASDAQ and SPX had, or NASDAQ, I would say, has a potential to move for higher, meaning the investors are shifting from the gold to the stocks. Okay, so yeah, that's risky a little bit. Yeah. Now, of course, it can be a zigzag, guys. It can be a zigzag because impulse, correction, impulse can be a zigzag and then moving towards the upside. But you would like to see 3 ways up and then again hitting this area before you move for the all-time high. Okay. All right. Okay, that was for the gold. Let's take a look at Nvidia to see what Nvidia is doing at a 30-minute. Okay, so Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia still okay, showing some red. We have this potential scenario where we have, of course, 1, 2, and then we're looking for a wave 3 towards the upside. Let me go 1 hour chart at least. Here we go. All right. So basically, we are an impulse 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 potentially toward the upside, where we have hit the minimum target for a wave 3, which is 1.27, right? So once taking this 1.27, that is a confirmation that we are in an impulse, right? 1, 2, and then 3. And even the wave 3 is not finished yet. And that means, of course, you still have a 1, 2. Of course, after leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, for a wave 1, you got wave 2, wave 3, and then now your wave 4 is unfolding or finished potentially. We're gonna get much more closer. But you're looking for a wave 5 toward the upside. Okay? We're looking for a wave 5 toward the upside. Let's see this wave for what is the potential of it. Now we were looking here at okay, yeah, I see. No, I'm gonna ignore this one. But yeah, I mean this fib level here was A, B, and a C, which is possible, guys. Which is possible, meaning wave 3 finished over there as ending diagonal, wave C over there, yeah, which is possible, very possible. I'm gonna keep it, but it has overshot it a little bit, the 1.618, as expanding flat, meaning 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then kind of like diagonal or impulse. It can be internally impulse. But first, before doing this, what is much more important here is to take the fib levels. I would like to see the minimum fib level and the most common hit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's taken, guys. It's taken at the same price with the 1.618. That means, yeah, it is a confirmation that this is your wave 4, kind of. Now it can still be finishing, yeah, because I would like to see 5 waves, and potentially we are finishing here as ending diagonal. Here we go. So what do we have here is potentially A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 ending diagonal for a wave C. Yeah, that is a perfect scenario. Let me take this one, A, B, and a C. Here we go. All right. Yep. This is what I'm looking for. Definitely, we're not bullish yet, and that because of the 3 corrective characters that we got here, meaning still looking for lower, and I believe it's gonna simply take the low. I think this is a very strong technical support here, okay, that it might, of course, kind of like just simply taking the low a few dollars and then moving for higher, guys, okay. That is for Nvidia. I still see Nvidia bullish and moving for higher. Now, of course, if we take the invalidation, again, this is a point, this is a level where we say, okay, Nvidia is bearish, okay? The price over 118 is still in an impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4. The wave 4 is not allowed to hit the zone 1. If it's still over it, meaning, of course, you're still bullish. All right, that was for Nvidia. I'm still looking, of course, for higher. I'm looking for the wave 3 to hit the 1.618, honestly, at 150, which is a very psychological number. Very nice one. Meaning 1, 2, 3, short wave 3, 4, and a 5 might be short, even if short is going to get the 150. Very nice. Finishing wave 3 as 1, 2, 3 perfectly on a 1.618, 150. That would be the perfection scenario, right? Yep, we're gonna see one more low, and then we're gonna retest from there for Nvidia. Cool. Let's see Palantir, another technology for AI, right? So very interesting chart. And that's why I'm looking at Palantir today, not Tesla, guys, because we would like to see something like really directive towards the upside, okay? Just simply that everyone can make money from it, right? Um, Unfortunately, Tesla, look at the difference, guys. Okay, look at the difference with the chart. Okay, that is not really impulsive. Now you will see, okay, but it's moving for higher. Okay, I'm with you. That is moving for higher. But if you take the Elliott wave, you will see, okay, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, and a C. Finished. You are corrective, A, B, C. And then what? I'm not interested, right? Um, with all respect for Tesla, but yeah, I see something much more interesting. Okay, so what do we have here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, finishing wave 3. You still have a wave 4 and a 5. This is what I would like to trade, right? This is a chart which I would like to trade. Now, we finished almost wave 5 in the yellow. We finished wave 3 in the white. And I think that was given a few days ago, like last week on Friday. I think on Friday we were there. And I have mentioned, okay, we would like to take this blue box, right? Which is taking very, very fast, actually. And then we would like to see, of course, a move towards the upside. I think we got the move for, oh, no. That was, okay, that was for the wave 4, then wave 4 in the white. Sorry, guys. That was for this one. So we're still looking for it, okay? We're still looking for it. Now let's move inside it to see if this wave 3 is finished or not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, I would say it is finished. We took the all-time high, and then we're moving correctively still. Wow, okay. We're still moving correctively, meaning, of course, we're looking for higher. And this time, okay, we have to be careful, guys. We might get a very shallow wave 4 for Palantir. Why? Because look at this correction, how much sideways it is. That is nothing impulsive here. Nothing. That is just correction. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop a little bit, but this is a very obvious correction. It's gonna do something like this and then explode, guys. Okay, it's gonna be complex. Okay, because it's very now reloading. Unless, I think even it still can have higher prices. Let me just check if this wave 3 is not shorter than wave 1, just to confirm the possibility for higher from there. Yes. Okay. Wave 3 is longer than wave 1. Yes. Therefore, it is possible that we get an extended wave 5. Why? Because if we take the fib levels from here, from the wave 1 here to the wave 2, as an impulse, wave 3, you will see that this is very, very low, guys. I'm going to take it on linear. You see that we did not hit even the 1.27, which is very interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, this is a part of a, okay. Interesting, guys. Look what is going on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your wave 3. And this is a wave 4. That's why it is a very sideways. Mini gray. Here we go. See how much the fib levels are very, very interesting how they give answers. So we have 1, 2, 3. This is your wave 4. This is your wave 5. Not finished yet. Here we go. Very interesting. We're still looking for higher. We're not done yet. Meaning, forget this one right now. Forget about this one. We're still looking for higher and higher possibility. Let me check. Here we go. Yeah. This is what we are looking at right now. Wave 4. Timing, just to get a little bit much more accurate here. go. Wave 4 over 2. We would like to see even until double time. All right. Yes. So I think the timing, it is time to move for higher. And I think it's gonna move soon. But you would like to see a structure. This is a problem. You would like to see a structure finished. Currently, you finished one structure. I'm not sure if this is gonna be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuation, but I doubt it a little bit. Let me check. Oh, okay. Looks like an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wave 2. Okay, this is 3 waves. Okay, something here was broken, but this is a 1, 2, guys. Potentially that the 1, 2 is still unfolding in WX and Y and moving for higher. Okay, because this is very choppy correction. It can be W, X, and a Y. Okay, your wave Y is a zigzag, your X is another zigzag, the W is also 3-way zigzag. Finished, you're moving for 1, 2. Potentially here, the wave 2 is still doing something a little bit complex and moving toward the upside. It is possible to finish the wave 2 somewhere higher than this, guys. It is very possible. W, X, and a Y, then moving for higher. Okay, very possible. Unless we take the low, we're still looking for the blue box. Okay, for the blue box here, meaning you would like to see, of course, the 0.38 is the next level. But I doubt it a little bit. Invalidation, just to keep the things safe, and of course that to get an indication that we're not bullish anymore, it is this price. Invalidation of bullish. So if we take the 112, that might be, of course, invalidation of this impulse, meaning if we are looking still for for an extended wave toward the upside, we're looking, but the impulse is finished here. I cannot give. It's a wave 4. Wait a second. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, yeah, that's true. No, sorry, it's true. It is true. 1 second. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I'm lost today. Here we go. This is the invalidation. Okay. So invalidation of bullish. Here we go. We're looking at wave 4 of this wave 2. Okay, here. 1, 2. Okay. Therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If wave 4 dive deeper, therefore, of course, invalidation. Right? Here we go. 99. Well, definitely it is. It's gonna be very clear that we are bearish, but I doubt it, guys. Why? Look at this wave here. Okay, look at this wave. It's very corrective. Definitely, we're moving for higher sooner or later, and I doubt that we're gonna take the 0.38. I have an impulse here, and potentially I'm building some, something on it. Yeah, and I believe, of course, that the wave 5 is gonna be taken for higher. Let's get some target here. So what are the targets? We talk about the key levels and so on. Targets for a wave 5 can reach this, guys. It can reach 172. Cool. Yep. I'm looking forward. All right. That was it for Palantir, guys. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. Potentially, I'm looking for this area. Don't forget, wave 5 is just by simply taking the high. It can be done as well, guys. It's not necessarily always that the wave 5 takes this target. Okay, just by taking the high, it can be. But don't forget that we have a short wave 3, right? We have a short 1, 2, 3, meaning you're looking for an extended wave 5. That's why. Okay. All right. So that was it for today. Thank you for being here, guys. I hope that this was helpful. And of course, I see you in the next one. Have a nice trading day. Bye-bye.